I know you feel it, don't you? That nagging feeling that you get when something's just a bit off. Like, you're doing all the right things, you're saying the right things, you're playing the right roles, but still deep down you feel like you're not truly being yourself. And that version of you is the version that is the most raw, the most unfiltered, the magnetic version of you that lives and exists beneath this layer of social conditioning or expectations or past versions of yourself. If this sounds like you, this video is your wake-up call. So today I'm going to be breaking down exactly what it means to live in full alignment with your most authentic self, why so many people struggle with it, and how you've been programmed away from it, because this is something that's not necessarily talked about a lot. And most importantly, this video is going to be able to help you to step back into your truth effortlessly, because when you live in alignment, life moves differently. Things that once felt heavy become light, decisions feel much clearer, and opportunities just start chasing instead of you chasing them, if you get what I'm saying. So if you are just ready to stop diluting yourself and start just showing up and living as your truest and most powerful version of yourself every single day, keep watching. So most people don't even realize that they're living a version of themselves that was designed by something outside of themselves. So if you think about it for a second, from the moment you were born, you were given a name, you was given a set of rules, a belief system, a blueprint, in fact, for how success and happiness should look like for you. You were basically shaped by the people around you, your parents, expectations, societal norms, your peers, and even the fears of your parents and those around you. So by the time you get to an adult, you've spent so much time doing what you're supposed to do that you don't even know who you actually are. And the worst part about that, I believe personally, is that living out of alignment feels normal because it's all you've ever known. So you don't even have an incentive to be your most authentic self. You just feel something's up, but you don't know what to do about that feeling. That was the most frustrating part for me on my journey as well. And if any of you can relate, drop a fire in the comment section, because it's a brutal world out there, mate. And this is exactly why so many people, when they get to their 20s or 30s or even 50s, start feeling completely disconnected. They're successful on paper, but they are unfulfilled on the inside, and they're surrounded by people who, and even when they are surrounded by these people, they still feel alone, doing everything right, but still feels like something's wrong. And the real truth behind this is because you've been conditioned to seek validation, to dim your light so that others feel more comfortable. And in that case, you sacrifice your own truth for a sense of acceptance. And to be honest with you, guys, I just want to break it down to you. That all ends today. We're not having none of that no more. We're in 2025 now, baby. We got Gen X, Gen Z who don't want to do 9-to-5s anymore. We want our freedom. We are reclaiming back our purpose, our innate power, and our freedom in 2025. Drop me another fire in the comment section if you agree. Period. So let's break this down. If you are experiencing any of the following things that I'm about to mention, the chances are you've drifted away from your true self. Number one, you feel drained after having any social interaction, even with people that you like, because you're not being yourself. You're basically wearing a mask or playing a role of a character of whoever these people perceive you as. The second thing is you second guess yourself consistently, because deep down you don't trust your voice anymore. Number three, you feel stuck in cycles of procrastination or avoidance because your soul knows that the path that you're on isn't actually yours. Number four, you keep attracting people who take more than they give. And one of the reasons for this is because you haven't set the standard for how you deserve to be treated by others. Number five, you feel like something is generally missing from your life even when your life is going good. And this is because chances are you are chasing a life that was never meant for you. If any of these kind of hit home, I don't want you to worry. You're not broken. You're just disconnected. And reconnecting is your next step. So now I'm going to share with you the 3-part framework to living in full alignment with your most authentic self. So living as your most authentic self isn't about just becoming anything. It's about like really returning to who you were before the world kind of told you who you had to be. And to do that, you need to kind of realign these 3 key areas. So the first one is your mind, reclaiming that inner voice. And the first thing that you need to do is start thinking for yourself again. So for example, you might not know this, but most of your thoughts are not actually yours. They are actually recycled opinions from your past, from your parents, from the media you consume, from multiple different places. So to be able to unravel all of this conditioning in your mind, you need to start questioning everything. So do I actually believe this, or was I taught to? Start questioning that about everything, every belief or every perspective that you have. Spend some time in silence. Turn off the noise, meditate, journal, listen to yourself. Talk to yourself more. Understand yourself more. The more you build a relationship or a personal connection with yourself, the more you know what decisions are right for you and what decisions just don't align with you. And make decisions based on your truth, even if it's uncomfortable. So you don't want to make decisions to like make people feel more comfortable, especially if that's going to make you feel even more uncomfortable in the end. And the reason why reclaiming back your mind is such an important step in this process is because when you stop outsourcing your thinking, you take your power back. So the next part is your body, aligning your actions with your truth. Your body is typically like a GPS. So when you're in alignment, you feel expansive. But when you're not, you feel quite heavy. And to be able to start being in alignment with your body, you need to start paying attention to what feels forced for you and what feels natural. You need to start saying no to the things that drain you and start saying yes to the things that light you up. You need to stop betraying yourself to please others, whether it's in relationships, work, or in your daily habits. Because when your actions match your truth, life starts to flow. Life starts to flow much more easier. Next thing that you're going to do is you are going to protect your energy. Who you surround yourself with matters. What you consume matters. Your habits, your environment, your inner dialogue, it all shapes your reality and your energy. So in order for you to align your energy, you want to kind of audit your circle. Are they lifting you higher, or are they keeping you small? Be mindful of what you observe as well, because you also need to stop clicking on videos that make you feel a certain type of way or trigger certain types of emotions in you or return you back to a state of being that you're no longer in. So if that means blocking people who post content that no longer resonates with you, then by all means, please do that. If you have to kind of avoid conversations and cut off anything with anyone who doesn't align you or the person that you're becoming, please do that. Prioritize your energy alignment over absolutely everything, because when your energy is in the right place, the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experience, they just find you. And this is no cap, guys. This is no cap. It really, really does. You start to be thinking the world is actually magical. As soon as I changed my thoughts and how I act and how I think, everything around me started to change. So the more you kind of embrace your most authentic self, the more life just starts aligning with you instead of you kind of chasing life. And I want to add that living in full alignment is not just about being yourself. It's generally about stepping into your power and learning everything that has possibly held you back and just finally becoming the version of you that's been waiting beneath the surface. The world needs you at your fullest expression, not the watered down version of yourself that is shaped by fear, but the real you. So let today be the day that you choose to unapologetically, authentically choose you. If everything that I've mentioned today is something that has resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. What is one thing that you are ready to release and step into your truth? And if you are generally serious about this journey, hit the subscribe button because we're just getting started. And I will see you in the next video. But until then, I want you to stay as your most aligned, most authentic self. Stay powerful, and most importantly, stay you. Peace.